All right, welcome to another one. Okay, let's go over the. Let's see if we can do something with the little fog of war thing here, our actual view. So right now we're just taking it one square at a time. Each one is doing it, and we call it rings. So you have the player in the center, the top three, the two sides, bottom three. So 3, 6, 7, 8. 8 of these per is what I call a ring 1 and ring 2. So you would have to add a ring anytime you'd want to change this. We don't want that. So how can we genericize this? Make it generic. Um, so one thing they have in common is they all are taking they're taking the position, the player position, and seeing if it's greater than 1. Py is greater than 1 and px is greater than 1. That means it's not on the border. So, and the reason it's not 0 is because we're going to be looking at the upper left. So py has to be on 1. So you'd have row 0, you'd have the border, row 0, and row 1. We want to be on at least row 2 because we're looking up a row and we don't want to look up on the border. So you got to do that. So, what we could say, what if we did something like this? So, draw view radius. So if we took an integer here, um, distance, let's go update that here. So we do that. We need these aliases. I don't know that. I don't even think we're using these. Oh, count down. This is how many times we've done it. I don't know that we're using those either. Left, upper left, count left. Are we? I don't think so. Yeah, just one match. I don't even think they're being used. Let me see this. Quick way to find out is just to compile. Guess we are. Oh, wait. No arguments. Oh, when we actually call it. Okay. So that's in game 38. 38 right here. is shown is not used. Pretty sure. Radius equals, I don't know. Let's do 3. Let's do something obvious. 5. Actually, let's make it 2 because that's what it is right now. You know what? Should this even be in game? That should be in view. Take that out. What is that? Now we have that. So now for this. So I'm thinking just a as the crow flies math thing. I think you can actually do this with square root. Not sure. I think you can. I'll just look. Well, I'm at a place without internet connection, so I can't look anything up. I might be able to look in Claude code, see how they did it. Do I have that code? Crap, I don't know if I do. Yeah, let's look in this here. Crypts of Eternity. That's what it made for me. But I was only allowed to like ask it one thing per day or something like that, because I had to buy tokens or something. Okay, let me see if it did it. Well, this is OpenGL, so I don't know. Well, I know that it visible explored. I know that it colors it different in your view. So even though it's graphical, It still uses some algorithm for that. Okay, here you go, filter view. So this is their simple ray casting. Is blocking if x less than 0. Map width or y is less than 0. Okay. Just a bounds check. Sure. Map x y dot type equals tile wall. Huh. That's easy. Okay, this is casting array. I don't know that I want to do that. No, it's actually clearing every square on the map visible to false. And it marks the player. Player position. I times pi divided by 180. That's the angle. And then the radius. Okay, whatever it was here. Then we use some trig. Distance x, distance y, or delta. I don't know which is distance or delta. Difference or distance. Okay. It's a bounce check. Sets them to true. Hmm. So I think I'm going to do something a little different. I'm just going to do as a crow's fly type thing with X and Y instead of computing the angles. Let's see, how would I do that? So I have distance. So we could say we want to look that far out. I don't want to do every square on the map. I think that's wasteful. But if I don't want to just rewrite what I got here. could do is this. Let's see. TMPX equals PX. Minus distance. We can adjust these as we go. TMPX. Less than px plus distance. TMPy is less than py plus distance. Might have a fence post error on that. I don't know if I need a plus one or not. So as long as temp, we're going to start at the top because it's all minus. So we're starting distance up from our player. And y is minus the distance. Yeah, I don't think I can do this without turning it into this. Wait a minute. Okay, let's see. So if this is 5, temp x equals, we want the temp and y to be where we're testing. So px minus distance. So let's say it's 2. So 2 to the left, y would be 2 up. That's what it ends up being. And then we keep doing this algorithm as long as x is less than the x plus distance, because then we're going out of our area. So let's do that. We've set temp xty 3 up for y and over for distance. So that puts us in the corner. So I wonder if we could do our rows. Okay, so if we say if TMPX is greater than, actually it'd be this right here. Well, TMPX is greater than 0 and TMPY is less than or greater than 0. That'd be it. Because see, with here, we needed 2 over, 2 down from the border. Here we're not doing that. So it's got to be above 0. So if x is greater than 0, greater than the left wall, and temp y is greater than is lower than the top wall, We need to go ahead and check over here too. Even though we hardly ever get an area over here, we need to check that too. And temp X is less than, what is it, screen width? Screen width. And TMPY is less than screen height. Then we should be able to continue there. Let's check there. Balance check. This is balance check. So now here, as long as we're in the borders, we're going to check that. So we're just going to draw whatever's there. Okay. That was actually renamed. Probably shouldn't exist anymore. $17 matches. That should be just trap overlay. Well, I thought it was. Just name that trap overlay. There. Okay, so for this, just go ahead and comment that out and give it a quick compile to make sure that it still builds. After I renamed those, so draw view radius, 0 arguments, was that at 38? We had that one before. Radius. Oh, that's why I was going to put that. So we don't need to take it now because it's already in here. So we need to change that back. We don't need that. This needs to be view radius. Because it's set in our constructor. And we can actually, if we don't want to hard code it in the constructor, right here, we can do something else with that. I don't have a problem with that. So let's just do view radius instead of distance. Since here's going to be, actually we just have that 2 there. Oh man. So distance. There, 4 matches, 1, 2, 3, 4. change it in here. Okay. Well, I was going to make these short now. This one's long. Okay. So we got that. Let's go back into here. So 2. By the way, this will be successful if it works exactly like it was before, because the distance is 2. So once we're in the border bounds check here, we should just be able to copy over now. But we have a different thing here. Let's see. View buffer. Let's see. TMPY. Times screen width plus PX equals, and then the same with screen. And that'll be the same thing. Copy that. Oh, wait a minute. It's all info things. Dot character dot ASCII character equals. Dot ASCII character there. So that transfers over the character or whatever it is. And then our trap overlay code is going to be to hide the trap. So we could actually do that. So if trap overlay, and this should be the same formula, plus px minus 1 equals 1. Okay. So what was that about? Oh, I see, the trap overlay is another buffer. So trap overlay here. And then plus 1. Then we're going to hide it. Well, I want to copy that. So we have view buffer here. Copy that. Attributes equals from red, word width, foreground green, foreground blue. And that basically makes white. View buffer, same thing. That character dot ASCII character equals. We're going to cause it to be a floor there. And that hides the trap. And then we need to adjust. So we need to add 1 to temp X. So TMP X plus plus TMP Y minus minus, no, plus plus. Yeah. Well, no, we don't set Y yet. We have to do X. And then if TMP X, I need to do an old X too. All right, dang it. X equals TMPX. There. We don't need this on Y. So if temp X, minus old temp X is greater than view radius, then we need to reset TMPX. So minus equals, dang it, where's it at? Equals view radius. That resets it back to the left. And TMPY will increment at that point. So really, the radius bound checks, because of this, we don't really need that. You can go. You can get out. Twiggy. You can go out, baby. Go. Go out. Hurry. Go. No, you gotta go that way. Go that way. Go. Go. Outside. Outside. Go outside, baby. You can go that way. You don't have to go this way. Go see Twig. Or Sparky. Go. Go outside. Go. Go, brat. Alright, hold on. I gotta let my dog out my door. Apparently he can't go out the other door. Oh my gosh. Alright, come on, Twig. Do not get in that crap over there. Go. No, get over here now. Come here. Guys. Oh my god, it's always something. Stupid mosquito's back now. Oh. No, what happens is we're out by a river and somebody tossed out, they left a raw chicken breast in a plastic bag out in the weeds, and I didn't see it. And earlier, Twig went over there and rolled all in it. So I had to give him a bath. So I can't just let him out without me watching. Oh, and I only have so much water. I got a 5-gallon jug of water, which when you got to wash a dog uses at least half of it. So, all right. Good gosh. Let's get this done. So we don't need this bounds check if we have this. Well, yeah, we do, because when we start off, if we're up by a border. Okay. let's see what's going on with this. Let's go ahead and get all this done. Take all this out. Can't remember if it's that or not. There. Yeah. All right. Let's see if this compiles, and let's give it a run. There. Okay, radius undeclared. Oh my God. Where is it at? View 52. Oh, I didn't even save the file. Oops. Let's go there. Okay, 52. What's the last one? Check undeclared. Check bounds. What are you talking about? I thought that was in comments. Oh, oops. When I undid it, I must have did that. Okay, radius bounds check, border check, blah, blah. And get this mosquito. No. I think they detect the pressure when you're slapping them. You're like pushing air towards them. I think that's what happens. And they fly off. Okay. So that, see that one, that. Okay, missing semicolon, 72. Where's that? Oh, yes, I am. That was a good catch on that one. Build. Okay, who's taking bets on if this is going to work or not? Who wants to bet? Who wants to wager that this works or not? If you've already worked it out in your head, you're going to know. But I don't know. I wrote it. It seems pretty good. Let's see. Let's run it. Whoa, we are in the wrong one. Should be two of these. Guess not. Let's go back to caverns. Let's run caverns. Well, there's kind of, we have a green dot where we're supposed to be. Let's see what happens when I move. Well, kind of, huh? Can't go left or right. All right, well, we kind of got it. All right, it's definitely not right. So let's take a look. Left and right definitely doesn't work. Okay, let's go through it. Temp x is set to px minus view radius. X is going that way. Oh, I see. So, oh, I got him that time. I got him. That's a third one today. Okay, so I see what it is. So on the very first one, we're at 1, 1 on the map. So we're at little, up in the left corner. That's where you start at. So it's totally skipping it. And that's why it fails this one, and then it never updates at that point. So that's why we're seeing vertical, I think, instead of horizontals. So here we got to, while that does that. Oh, actually, it's busting out of it. This should be a while true. Let's do a while true on that. And then put this stuff later on. And then we'll just break out. So let's do this here, radius bounds check. Right there. Copy that. So when we first start, it's going to fail this. So if temp x is less than px plus radius n, no, it won't fail that one. It's not going to fail that one. But it still shouldn't have been in a while. Let's see, if this n is less than px plus v radius, and we also need another one too, though. And this should be an or. If temp is less than px plus radius, that means it's way off bounds, and we need to skip out of that. Or, should be an or. Temp px is on the other side greater. Px is greater than px plus v radius. Then we also need to bail out. Or if y is less than py plus v radius, that should be minus v radius is less than minus because we're looking up. Or tmpy is greater than py plus v radius. And these, I don't think should be the same either. This should be px minus v radius because we're looking left. This is looking right, so if it's greater, up, and this is down. So then we have the border check. So if that's less than that or this, oh, we forgot, or I forgot. Then we need to just go ahead and, we actually need to just go down here because we need to increment x and keep incrementing. Let's put a label here. Let's call it increment. Or advance. Let's do advance. Advance there. So let's set that. Then let's just do a go to advance. With this one, this will automatically run after that. But if it fails the borders check, we need to go ahead and run this. So I'm going to put this in an else. No, I can't. We're just going to take this out of this. Well, no, I just need to make it where it's truthy. Temp x is greater than 0. Make sure we're inbounds. And temp y is greater than 0. Yes. And temp x is less than the screen width. Yes. And temp y is less than screen. Whoa, that should be screen height. That one. Okay. Is anybody rolling in chicken? No. Okay, so after that, it should do all this and then automatically go here. If we're outside the radius, we don't care. So we want to go here. And another thing, we don't want to go all the way down. So right here, if tmpy is greater than, Could have swore I heard a mosquito. But how could I if I got earphones on? Or whatever they are. Headphones. Okay, so tip Y, if we advance it down past our PY plus radius, we don't want to check this anymore because we're outside of it. Plus view radius. Then we want to break. And that breaks out of the while loop there. I can't believe there's this many mosquitoes. What the crap? And now it's buzzing around my face. You little sucker. Now he's on my door. See if I can reach him when my flies water. I'll get the fly too. Alright, back to this. Okay, so let's is there any way that this will not break out? Because otherwise it's gonna run forever. So if this isn't right, it's gonna well no. As long as we can make it back through here. Let's see here. Otherwise it increments X. The whole thing is to increment X across. When temp X minus old temp X. Okay, so our current one, say we're over here, we minus it greater than the radius. Because if I'm on 10 and I'm looking at 7, I start at 7, then I go to 8, then I go to 9, then I go to 10. So I start 7, 8, 9. Actually, I wouldn't. So 10, 9, 8, 7. So I end up back at 10. I should go to 13. So once it hits over to 14, I think that's right. And then temp X would be minus equal to radius. That's not right. Because I need to reset it. So this actually needs to be reset. Actually, yeah, it needs to be reset to this. Px minus p radius. That's what it needs to be. So that needs to be px minus. What's the same as this though? Because where I'm at, minus v radius, that resets it to the left. And then old temp, old px equals 10px. Same stuff. And then we go to y. So here we reset for next row. So once we reset, now we got to increase y to actually drop it down to the next row. And we just want to break the whole loop. dot's working, but I'm not seeing to the right. But down is working. I'm not seeing left or right. Okay. So why is that? Not seeing left or right. Because when we first start, less than we actually need to do the border check first. I guess the first thing we need to do. I don't know. I don't think that matters. That needs to be there first. And then this one needs to be on this. I think that does any difference, but we really do need to do the border because when we first start, we're just one past the border. So temp X, 0 yes, and temp Y. You know what? This doesn't even, well, okay, so we're within the border, so now we do a radius check. So you know what I think's happening here? Because it's showing the floor, it's not showing the actual player character. But I don't see how. Come in here. Let's do this out for now. It should copy over the ASCII character. So we get the player character, but we're not seeing anything. It's not showing what's to the right. And I can't go right, so it must be a wall. It's just not showing. So that actually made it worse. Well, one thing I'm thinking now is why am I checking the bounds checking when I'm just doing view radius amount of squares. It's not like I'm adding some arbitrary number and then checking against view radius. Do I even need that check? So as long as I'm in here, I can just do this. And then do this code. And actually, there's no use in incrementing x. Wait a minute. Look at this. Temp x. This is why it's not doing it. It should be reversed to this. If it's greater than 0, I call advanced. Advanced is why we're not seeing anything. If it's a bounds check, it should be less. It should be reversed. 0 less than 0, because they should be or. Greater than screen width. Oops. Probably should be greater than or equal. Or temp y is greater than 0, less than 0. Or temp y is greater than screen height. Then we skip over it. So that was totally reverse of what we were doing. Let's go here. Or reverse of what we wanted, actually. So we're still not seeing anything there. See that. this. These should be hands, and we're reversing it again. So temp x is less than px minus v radius. That's wrong. This should be greater than or equal. Unless we're just, now we could turn this into, because if it's less than this, that means it's way left and you need to go over here to advance. So we could actually do this, go to advance, or we could actually just put it in else. Just go to advance, do that, get rid of this, and now we've got our code here, shift tab, down like that. So these are guards, so if it's less than the left radius boundary, we want to go to advance. Or if it's greater than px plus radius, we want to advance. Or if y is less than py minus v radius, yes. Or if it's greater than py plus v radius. And we skip down here and we advance. Otherwise, we draw whatever's there. Oh, look at this too, though. Px, this is y. That should be temp px. Right there. So let's go there, build it. So we got two guard conditions, and then we go, I don't even know if we need those now. I'm wondering. Yeah, we do. We need the bounds at least for if we're near the boundary. That's about it. And really, we could put another if in here. If x is less than oh, anyway, let's just run it. I'm gonna get off on something else too. So at least we're seeing down, but we're only seeing left. That's the problem, and we lost our character again. Okay, so that is definitely not it. We're not showing past the right. Oh, wait, no. Let's put these in this. Just for fun. And to make sure, because who knows precedence rules? I can't remember them. Let's just do this, just in case. Blah, blah, blah. Okay, that's that. So this is right. I know multiplication will come before that, so this is right. Still no right. Still no character either. You would think that would be easy to debug. Let's fire up the debugger. We gotta get this done. Oh. hit a key before it starts. So as soon as we go into here, alright, let's fire this off. So here we are here. So we start off, PX and PY are 1 and 1. We're up in the corner. So let's go there. Temp X, temp Y. So our view radius is not even on there. It's 2. So PX, we're at full temp X is -1. That's definitely wrong. And temp X is -1. Well, no, that's right. It's off screen. So while true. So it should fire off right here. Temp X is less than 0, so we should go to advanced. Go to advanced, temp plus 0. So that would add it, right? 0 minus 1 would be what, 1? No. So it doesn't even do it. So this is wrong. Oh, this is wrong anyway. It should just be temp X is greater than view radius, or greater than PX. Greater than PX plus view radius. So if TX is greater than PX, that's the player's position, plus view radius. Temp X equals PX, that's right. Because we used it here, PX. Should have been up there too. Greater than P. See, we used it here too. I don't know why I did that funky calculation. Let's close that. Build. Check it out. Okay, that's better. So we are seeing, but we don't have our player character here. So that's actually working. We just need the player character. Okay, that's a lot less code. So let's see why. Let's do it in game 4. So this code should work now too. Should actually hide the trap. Actually, we'll go see it first. So it's almost as if, where's it at? Probably radius, buffer. Yeah, we don't need any of this now. Yay. Delete all that. Okay, why is the @ sign not being done? So this is trash. We're going to test that in a minute. Why is the @ sign not there? Initialize view buffer. That puts everything on view cover, which hides everything. Supporter. Let's go to game. Game cycle calls it update. Okay. Okay, let's go to update here. For entity. There's update. So if you press no key, it skips all these. See, get keys greater than 0. Sets a 1 if you hit something. If you hit a key. So it'll go all the way down here and it'll do, oh, this is why. No. So it is right here, player. We're not doing it on the actual screen, so we don't need this in here. So this will write it there. Right here. And then when we go to draw radius, inside the view, go to draw view radius. So it's already in here, the view buffer. Right here. Py times screen width plus px. Okay. And it equals player. Which is static. Right here. So it's being overwritten. Oh, I see now. It's because the player's not on the actual screen. We're gonna have to put it back. Because it just copies what's on screen. So we're gonna have to put that back here. on update. We do have to write it to screen. I don't want to do that though. I didn't want to put the. Oh no, it ain't. Oh, didn't want to do that. Write it to the screen. Very end of it, right here. You'd write to the screen too. But then it goes over here and just copies what's over there. I could just put an if there. Oh. I don't really need the check there. I'll put it there anyway. If TMPX equals PX. Oops. Because it will go over it. Y. Then we'll just go ahead and draw the character. That way we don't have to put it on the screen. Instead of this else, choose our go-to. That way we don't have to put it into an else. So that'll do that. So that should fix that one. So we have our @ sign again. Yay. That is so annoying. It's blocking the way. We forgot to. I didn't fix that. So now you're seeing the big bug that I was supposed to fix like 3 videos ago. Come on, mosquito. Come on, die. Yeah, I killed it. It turns red. But we can't go over it. So, oh, I got another mosquito. Suckers. It's about time for me to go. Okay, so that is, we successfully changed all that. We go over map. There it is. He is blocking the way. So there's the trap. Let's do the trap code. So let's run it again, because we shouldn't see any traps. Oh, you know what? Let me take this out real quick. I don't need this either. Doing that anymore. Put that back in there. So, okay, let's run it. Let's see where our, oops, I forgot to compile. Whoa. Aw, man. All this time I've been talking and my microphone was flipped up. Man. Good grief. All right. Well, nothing we can do now. Oh well. Okay, so let's see where the trap is. Right down here. Mm. About right there. Cut over. Down. All the way over. Okay, so it shows it right now. So we're going to make it where we're hiding it again. So let's press Q on that. Let's go back into the code. It is hot right now. I am running out of battery. Okay, where's it at? Right here? No. View. Yay. All right, here we go. Let's do that one. Okay, now we shouldn't see it. Oh my goodness. Okay, let's go here. Our trap is way down there. Okay. So let's go down, over, down some more, and somewhere over here. Okay. I think we're on this row here. So I'm going to look for these. Yeah. So it should be right there. Oh, it's still showing it. Oops. Well, that sucked. Well, I can go over it. Okay, now it's not. So if I'm below it, it works, but nowhere else. So it only works in the vertical. Here we go again. Just like the other codes. So that means this is all wrong. If trap overlay TMP0 y times plus px equals 1. Oh. Oh. Oh, because it's TMPX. Supposed to be TMPX. Copy that. Okay. That should be it. Good grief, I hope so. I was kind of getting used to those little 15, 30-minute videos. But I did get a lot done on this one, though. All right, where's my trap? Oh my gosh. Way the crap over there. Let's get a new map. We are cheating now. Okay. Okay, it's all the way to the bottom. Let's go there. Down there, over here. all the way down. There's our food. Oh, okay. We're like 2 above it. Should be right next to it, yeah. Okay, so it's hiding it now. Yeah. And then if we go over, it doesn't do anything. It's not hooked into the message system or anything. None of these are. But you can see if we don't edit, when we run over food, since we don't edit screen, we're going to use another overlay for that. Do it just like trap. So, all right. Thanks for hanging out with me on this. Thanks for hanging in there. Like, share, subscribe if you like this kind of stuff. If you got no laptop, hey, consider donating it to me. Mine's falling apart. My hinges are broke. I gotta kind of lean it up on stuff. If you want to donate, I got a GoFundMe page. You know, if you feel sorry for a homeless programmer, if you got a job for me, reach out to me. Hey, have a good day. Bye bye.